Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Dying Scene Record Radar, presented as always by Punk Rock Radar. I'm your host, Dylan, aka Screeching Bottle Rocket, aka Mr. Firecracker, aka Titty Baby Punk Boy, my newest pseudonym. Thank you to a very nice YouTube comment. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about this week, so let's talk about it. Up first, Against All Authority, hailing from Screeching Bottle Rocket's home state of Florida. 24-hour Roadside Resistance, back in print. First time in ever. Yes, red with black splatter colored vinyl. Very cool. I already got my pre-order in. It should ship in the end of June, so I'm looking forward to getting this in the mail. In other ska punk related news, Eat Defeat, their new album, My Money's on Me, due out May 10th on Uncle Style Records, a subsidiary of Bad Time Records, I believe. They got two color variants, there's red and green, and both are available to pre-order, and the first single is now streaming. If you like Less Than Jake and associated acts, you will like Eat Defeat. These guys have been around a while. NoFX. It seems like every week we need to have a NoFX release on the record radar. This week's NoFX release is Play Pigeon, a collection of demos from the recording of Coaster, otherwise known as Frisbee, on vinyl. And there's 4 color variants. 3 of them are available on the Punk Rock Museum's website. That's who's releasing this. And then this splatter one, you can not get online. You can only get it if you go to the Punk Rock Museum and buy this in the gift shop, of course. And this is the first in a series of demo releases they're going to do. I guess they're going to do RKL and Get Dead and a bunch of others, but those are the ones they've announced so far. So looking forward to the RKL one for sure as well. Here's a band from Illinois called Longbirds. They're a skate punk band, and this came out last year, but I wasn't aware of it till now. They commented on my Instagram post for last week's Record Radar, and we're like, hey, you put a record out. So here it is. It's called On Speed. Reminds me a lot of like earlier Millencolin, like really like sloppy, like fast and loose skate punk. Really cool stuff. They got vinyl, cassettes, and compact discs. So whatever tickles your fancy, you got options here. Sick of It All, Punk Rock Radar's favorite band. Sick of It All, of course. 25th anniversary reissue of Call to Arms on Fat Records. This is a pre-order. Normally, Fat is doing these and they're in stock already. I guess this one's not. So, I guess we won't know what the color is for a while until people start getting them. Rancid, we talked about this on the last video. B-sides and C-sides. Reissue, double LP. So a few developments since the last video, because we got the inside track on this. This is the color variant. It's this, like, neon green, yellow with black and pink splatter. It looks fucking cool. So, that makes sense. The cover art is pink, after all. I was unsure of that. It is a double LP, and it is limited to 1,000 copies. Since that video, Amazon's product page has disappeared for this release, which is odd. But yes, Pirates Press, they are sold out of these. The only place I see that still has it in stock is Merch Bar, which if you've never ordered from Merch Bar before, be cautious. I have ordered stuff from there before. They like to do, they keep things perpetually available to order, but they changed the stock status of it. So, right now this shows, it shows in stock, or so status pre-order. I've had stuff, I've ordered it, and it changes from in stock or whatever to on back order after I place the order. And then it just sits in, you know, like purgatory for a year. I ordered an AFI record, and it took them a year before they finally just canceled the order. But it showed in stock, and then it switched to backwards, so it's not like up front they weren't honest about that. So yeah, be careful with Merch Bar. Get ready to issue a chargeback with your credit card company or whatever if they don't ship your shit. Hopeless Records, Hopeless did the AAA reissue, obviously, but they also have some other stuff this week. The Volume 1 of the Hopelessly Devoted to You series back in print on red vinyl, limited to 500 copies. And Mustard Plug, Pray for Mojo, also back in print, 25th anniversary reissue. There's 3 variants. This one is the Hopeless Store variant with the monkey blue splatter, very nice. Smart Punk blue with yellow splatter, and then there's just a normal blue that you can get at the record store. Iron Chic, their debut album, back in print, 10th pressing of this, very in-demand record. Black vinyl, limited to 435 copies. This Clear Blood Smoke, 226 copies, and this purple one that named after a flower that I can't pronounce, 122 copies. This one already sold out, so you can get the blood and the black still. This is a really cool release that caught me by surprise this week. Scrapped Plans. So this is Mikeyurg. We all know Mikeyurg. Wrath from Houseboat, The Steinways, Robot Bachelor, and a bunch of other bands. Fraser from the Murder Burgers. You guys know I like the Murder Burgers a lot. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Kieran, I believe. Kieran, from a band called Don Blake, the bassist of that band. And Michelle, also from the Steinways, and a few other bands. Yes, this is awesome. They recorded this in Belgium. And all these bands have one thing in common. They're very good at making, like, bordering on sloppy pop punk, but not sloppy. Like, they're always tight as fuck. So yeah, this is great. It's called Buddy Buddy Belgium. They recorded it in Belgium. It's it's already streaming now on Bloated Cat Records, but the vinyl is coming out like next month or later this month, I think. Also, top secret, don't tell anybody, we might be doing a cassette release for this, Punk Rock Radar and Dying Scene Records, The Revival, and Cat's Claw Records. So yeah, we might be doing that. Not 100% confirmed, but high likelihood. If you like cassettes, you might have a chance to get this on cassette thanks to parties I just mentioned. Very cool. Also from Bloated Cat Records, a split LP from Brooklyn's Heavy Lag and Milwaukee's Bad Crime. If you like more like lo-fi garage rock-ish kind of stuff, check this out. This is very cool. The Ador Ru, a band I had never heard of. I guess they've been around since 2003. They have a new record coming out. It's called Undertow on Black Star Foundation, who you may recall used to... I think this was started by a member of Atlas Losing Grip, the band. Could be wrong. Anyway, they put out the Atlas Losing Grip records a long time ago, which I am a massive Atlas Losing Grip fan, if you weren't aware. This band sounds a lot like them, actually, which I'm really excited about. I had never heard of them. I checked out the 2 singles that are streaming from this, and yes, this is going to be very good. The color variants are fucking crazy, too. Hopefully these look somewhat close to the mock-ups. Yes, very much looking forward to this. It comes out in a few weeks on Black Star Foundation. Ghost Party, back by popular demand, their debut album, Afterlife of the Party, very cleverly named. Yeah, if you like Ramones core, you probably already know about these guys on Mom's Basement Records, but if not, this has been out of print for a little bit. They issued a second pressing, so that is in stock now and ready to ship from Mom's Basement Records, I believe. Asian Man Records, another favorite of the channel, they have a new release out from Teens in Trouble, indie rock / punk-ish kind of band. Very cool. It's called What's Mine. This is their first record. and it's out now. It's not purple, it's mixed colored vinyl. This is something an Asian man did for a while, and it seems like they're bringing it back. I guess it's more affordable to press. You don't have a specific color, they just use scraps and stuff. But yeah, very cool. He's in trouble. Pak Spara. They just released a new record called Hand on Heart, and they also have released a 7-inch single with the closing track from the album, Here We Stand, not to be confused with another Cockspar album of the same title. And it features an exclusive B-side called We're All Right Now. This is out now. There's 3 variants. US variant, red and black splatter, Pirates Press. Randell Records, I think this is Sweden. Gold vinyl, and then yellow or beer color with blood red splatter on Captain Oi Records. If you're British, I don't see this on their store though. Their store is kind of shit. I can't figure out how to find it. Anyway, Mr. T Experience. Revenge is sweet and so are you. This is like a April Fool's pressing of this from Sounds Rad Records. Revenge is sweet and so are meow. I don't know how. I've never seen that spelling. Anyway, 2 variants of this one. This is limited to 100. This orange and black splatter sold out. This Cat Scratch Green, I think it's called Cat Scratch Fever Green. This is limited to 400, and it is still in stock. And yeah, the cover art is obviously different. It's got cats on it. So yeah, very cool stuff there. Stardom Records, our friends at Stardom Records, they have a new release coming soon from James Sullivan, a gentleman I was not familiar with prior to this. He is a solo artist, but this is a full band recording. It's called Vital Signs, and it is out on April 19th, so very soon. If you're in the US, you can get it from the Machine Shop in the US. In the UK, you can get it from Brass Neck Records, and in Europe, you can get it from Stardom. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not like usually a big fan of this kind of subgenre, but it's like a mix of like The Cure, Oasis, and like later Joe Strummer stuff. So yeah, I really like what I've heard so far. They Stefan from Stardom sent me the record like a download, so I got to check out the rest of it. But what I've heard, I like so far. So check that out. Adam in his package, his last 2 records, Attention, Blah Blah Blah, and Redefining Music, back in print from Les Noise Records in Canada. And Asbestos Records also has some copies of this. If you're in the US, they're limited to 500 each. Both of these have been out of print for over 20 years. And last up on this week's Record Radar, we have The Arrivals from Chicago, their debut album, Goodbye New World, back in print once again from Recess Records. There's 270 copies, and there are 4 different variants that is spread across. So very cool stuff there. But yes, that'll do it for this week's Record Radar. As always, if you want to buy any of these records, click the link in the description, dyingscene.com, and you can find all the links to buy the records, listen to songs from the new releases, and all that good stuff. So yes, thank you for tuning in as always, and I will see you on the next one.